New Gettysburg.
I've picked up several dozen Protoss warships descending upon Tarsonis. They seem to be heading on a direct course to the primary Zerg hive.
If they engage the Zerg, the Confederates may escape. Commander, send Lieutenant Kerrigan with the strike force to engage the Protoss. Captain Rayner and General Duke will stay behind with the command ship.
First you sell out every person on this world to the Zerg. Then you ask us to go up against the Protoss. And you're gonna send Kerrigan down there with no backup?
I have absolute confidence in Kerrigan's ability to hold off the Protoss.
This is bullshit. Kerrigan, are you reading this?
I heard. I'm going down there. Arcturus knows what he's doing. I can't back out on him now.
Funny. I never thought of you as anyone's martyr.
Ooh, get called out, Kerrigan.
Why are you doing this, Kerrigan? Look, I know about your past. I mean, I've heard the rumors. I know you were part of those experiments with the Zerg, that Mengsk came and saved you. But you don't owe him this. Hell, I saved your butt plenty of times.
Jimmy, drop the knight in shiny armor routine. It suits you sometimes. Just not now. I don't need to be rescued. I know what I'm doing. The Protoss are coming to destroy the entire planet, not just the Zerg. I know that because, well, I just know it. I am a ghost, remember? Once we've dealt with the Protoss, we can do something about the Zerg. Arcturus will come around. I know he will.
I hope you're right, darling. Good hunting.
Alright, so this is a critical mission for the story. This is when, certain events happen that trigger other events, and yeah, this mission resonates all the way up to StarCraft 2. So, yeah. But we're also not going to take it super seriously, because we're going to go with quite a unique, well, maybe not a unique, but like a fun strategy that I like to do in this mission. But first, we got to get our economy going, because as you can see, we only have 2 SCVs, and we gotta fight the Protoss. This is the first time we're gonna fight the Protoss, and yeah, they're pretty scary. So yeah, you want to build some defenses right there by the bridge area and right here, because not only are we fighting the Protoss, we also have to fend off Zerg attacks without actually retaliating. We need to save them while they're hostile to us, and yeah, fight the Protoss at the same time. So yeah, you want that bunker over there, because it'll deter most Zerg attacks, and you want the bunker on the bridge, because that's where the Protoss will be attacking from. And then we're going to send these Marines over there to that bunker. We're going to build another one here, because this is another spot where Zerg likes to attack you from sometimes. They like to come around and hit you down there, because they think, oh, they'll never see it coming. I know their strategy. I know what they're all about. They can't fool me. We're also going to, since we're running a lot of defense, we're going to build a machine shop, because we're going to want the vulture mines for additional defense. It helps a lot against the Protoss, and it definitely helps against the Zerg. So yeah, once that bunker is completed, we're going to try and fill it with some Marines at first. And yeah. Oh, and you also want to build an engineering bay. You're not necessarily going to go heavy into the infantry upgrades, but you more so need it for the missile turrets, because there's a couple of air units in this mission that are a bit of a pain in the ass, especially Zerg Queens, which in this one they fly. So yeah, well, Marine is done. Put him in there. And yeah, just keep working on your economy. Here I almost mess up, but it's like, hey, dropship, pick this guy up. It's like, no, I want him to mine. Yeah, once your engineering bay is done, you want to put a missile turret right here behind the gas. Mainly because that deters a lot of the queens, overlords, and some of the mutalisks from attacking your bunker and your whole base. As you can see, here we go. Here's the beginning. We start sending little waves of Zerglings. Eventually, they move on to sending Ultralisks at us.
SCV good to go, sir. Job's finished. Orders received.
Yeah, once that's done, then you can start with your gas. We're gonna want to build another command center eventually, because as you can see, that's a whole lot of that's a long way to deliver some gas. So we're gonna build a second one, and that'll help increase our gas production or gathering, resource gathering, whatever, you know what I mean. And since we're also running defense, we're gonna eventually want to build an academy. So yeah, get this going, and let's see. I think we're pretty good on the bunkers, so we're gonna want to build this academy right here. Again, you're not gonna need it for much. You need it for the U-238 shells upgrade, so your Marines can actually defend pretty well. This one, I'm not even gonna bother with STEM, since majority of the units are gonna be in the bunkers. But yeah, once that's done, then you also want your ComSat station, because scanning is gonna be awesome. So we can scan the enemy, and actually that's it. It's just more so to show you guys where the enemy is. You technically don't need it. There's not a whole lot of detection you need in this mission. But yeah, build another bunker right there, because since, like I said before, that's where the Protoss mainly comes in and attacks you. You want more defense over there. Yeah, once the machine shop upgrade for the vultures is done, you're gonna want to spread some mines around. This is especially helpful against Protoss, because since they're a lot tankier than the Zerg, this helps even the ground up a little bit. Especially with Dragoons and Zealots being all like, I have shields, I can tank a big hit, I don't care. Well, this will make them care. Yeah, place one on the bridge, place one up top, and place one right here in this area, next to Bob's guns. I don't know if you saw that. And yeah, we're gonna start working on this. This whole right area of the base is gonna be basically where your supply depots are gonna be built. There's also, you can also build them like in front of your bunkers, so that way they can try and attack the supply depots and then get confused because the AI is dumb. But yeah, we'll try that later. Here we're gonna start with the basic strategy. So I'm building a starport because we're going with the Rogue Squadron strategy. I'm just gonna build a bunch of Wraiths and yeah, attack them this way. And the only reason that works in this mission is because since they have the cloak ability, the Protoss, for some reason, even though they have the technology to build it, like the actual tech tree for it, they're not building any observers. Here I'm just showing you where you're eventually going to want to expand. You see the gas and the minerals are in an awkward spot. And yeah, how this links to that area. But yeah, essentially, Protoss won't have any detection, so you can just cloak whenever you want, and their units are gonna be like, huh? Who is this? They'll have photon cannons for detection, but once you take those out, then it doesn't matter. You are on a limited time, however. You can't cloak forever, since Wraiths have energy, and I think it's 25 energy that they consume when they initially cloak, and energy per 1 energy per second for every second they're cloaked. Yeah, here I'm gonna reinforce this bridge entrance with 1 siege tank, and we're gonna need them for later as well. I'll show you why later. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Ha! Bridge. But yeah, we'll start building some Wraiths, and there we go. We got our first one going. Rogue Squadron starting.
Research complete.
Yeah, once the upgrade is done for the siege tanks, siege it up, and yeah, that's pretty good defense right there. You also want an armory because these Wraiths at zero upgrades are kind of weak. So since we're gonna be here quite a while, we want to get them to like minimum 2-2, prioritizing the damage, of course, because we're gonna be using the ground attack a lot more. And yeah, as you can see, we're chewing through these minerals quite fast. We also want to build a couple of defenses right there in that corner, because while we're mostly getting attacked from the left side of the map, once in a while the Zerg are like, you know what, I'm gonna drop units here, and yeah, they try and catch you by surprise. This is also when we're building fire bats, because they are godlike in both these matchups. Against Zerg, fire bats are awesome because the Zerglings are dumb and they run into the fire. And they're also good against Protoss because they match the same attack as a Zealot. They're weaker than the Zealot because they don't have shields, but they match them in attack and can kill a lot more Zealots if you can micro them properly. Since their fire attack is an AoE, you can hit multiple Zealots at once. So yeah, here we're gonna start with our upgrades soon. And yeah,
Yes, sir.
once we're gonna build another bunker over there and fill it with Marines eventually. Here's another spot where you can put supply depots if you're wondering where else you can put them. You can put two next to each other. You can also build a wall of supply depots with the bunkers in the back. It's a little strategy I learned in one of the multiplayer maps, and it's pretty decent, but eh. So yeah, get a rogue squadron going, and we're gonna eventually scout the enemy just to see how strong they are. Here we're building our Marines for our top bunker, build another supply depot because you never want to get supply blocked. Yeah, these Wraiths, I don't know, they're cool. I wish their ground attack wasn't as shit as it normally is. Yeah, now we have enough gas, we can do that. We can start upgrading their weapons. Yeah, see, here we go. Zealot took like 3 tank shots and 1 mine, and it was still going. So those things aren't fucking around when they come at you. Even more so when they have the leg upgrade, which gives them increased speed, and it's just like, holy shit, how do I get away from this thing? But Protoss aren't bad. They're pretty cool. Especially Zealots in StarCraft 1. They're a little more well, to live up to their name, they're zealoty. They just want to kill people. They want to go into battle hard. The paint, they go hard on it. Here I show you the base. It's like, oh, we could kill it, but we can't. Oh, and this is another annoying thing of the Queens do. They spit this goo on your units, and for some reason that slows most units down, which makes sense. But air units, I don't know how that slows it down. Like a regular one, like you would think, doesn't matter. It's a flying unit. But whatever, I guess for gameplay purposes, it's fine. Maybe you could do some sick plays and slow them down and kill them all. But here, eventually, we're going to scout the enemy. As you can see, when you cloak, these things can't do anything to you. Normally, Protoss would have observers that come right where you're attacking, and they can detect all your units while they're cloaked. Nope. In this mission, they don't have them. So we're just gonna kill a pylon just for the shits and giggles. Because why not? We're gonna uncloak, and we're gonna start hitting. And a whole lot of dragoons are gonna start coming by. They're like, yo, 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 what are you doing? But yeah, it's time to get out of here. And I almost lose a Wraith just because I was just flying in the direction of all these dragoons. But I managed to save it. And now they're like, we didn't like that you attacked this. So boom. Look at this guy. He took 2 shots. He like, no, it wasn't 2 shots. He shot at us twice before he went down. And they're still coming. They're scary, man. Protoss are scary. So yeah, here I notice it's like, whoops. In order to go from level 2 and 3, I need a science facility. So where we built our engineering bay, we're gonna build a science facility. And the great thing about Terran buildings is, most of them, if you fuck up or you don't want it in a certain spot, you can just lift it off and move it. Like we're doing with this command center, because we're gonna go and start mining from the gas area. Since we have quite a bit of Wraiths going, we can defend it with that. It's a very mobile army. It'll eventually start hitting hard, especially when you have more. But yeah, we'll get this other base rolling. Start repairing some of our Wraiths, and yeah, keep working on Rogue Squadron. Essentially, you want 2 squads of Wraiths for this to to go a lot quicker. You could get away with one and repair them every time they get 2 damaged. But that would add like maybe an additional 20 minutes to the mission, and yeah, I already made it long enough as it is by doing this. So we don't want to do that. But once this squadron's complete, we're going to send it down there with the other command center. And
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
just so we can get more gas going, I'm going to build a third one here. Because eventually we're going to lift this this original command center down there where the other mineral patch is. Because as you can see, we're running low on minerals. I could do it now, but then... Actually, I don't know why I didn't do it. I just decided, you know what? I got 2,000 minerals. I think I'm good.
Orders, Captain.
Standing by.
So yeah, you're gonna want to defend that part of the base because that's in between 2 areas. That's where the Zerg and the Protoss can attack you. As you can see, they're already planning an attack, so we're just gonna go right at them.
Attack formation. Let's wax these critters.
Base is under attack.
Stay cool, Commander. Remember the plan. The Zerg are to remain unharmed.
See, they both try to attack us at the same time. The Zerg and the Protoss. These zealots came in and they're like, yeah, we're gonna burn down your factory. It's like, nah, man, get out of here.
Roger that.
Upgrade complete.
Right away,
So we gotta fix it. They got it all the way down to yellow. 2 units got it down to yellow.
Go ahead, Commander.
Although, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because zealots cost like 100 minerals, whereas a marine is like 50 minerals, or a 5 red's like 50 and 25 gas. But it, yeah, that's the whole thing about the Protoss. Their units are expensive, but boy do they hit hard. Terran's kind of in the middle where they can hit hard, they require a little more micro, and Zerg is just dumb because it's like cheap throwaway units. You get 2 Zerglings for 50 minerals. You play 40k, I guess, they're the equivalent of orcs. Just cheap, dumb units, keep throwing at your enemy. Eventually, you'll get there, hopefully. I don't know. Here we go back to the base. We're gonna close. It's like, oh, I see, you got air units. Not anymore. So yeah, here we start attacking some of the buildings. We attacked this robotics support bay. I don't know that it really cuts them off anything. They're not really building anything that requires that. They're just building dragoons, zealots, and scouts, which all that requires is a cybernetics core, gateway, and a stargate. SG-1. And once we did our little harassment here, they're gonna try and retaliate. We got this SCV on point with the repairs. And yeah, now we see that we ran out of minerals. We need to get down there ASAP because we only have 500 minerals. Our gas, however, is off the charts. Yeah, load this dropship full of SCVs, and the rest can eventually walk there. We have a second squad of Wraiths, and oh look, the Zerg are gonna try for our base again. I don't think so. And here you see this Ultralist. Just think, man, I think I fucked up. Boop. And then the Queen, being annoying as it is, slows us down.
Input coordinates. In the pipe. Bye.
It's a shame we're almost to the end of the Terran campaign, because guess who we have to play as next? The Zerg. Oh boy.
Destination.
All these awesome units with the dialogue and everything. No, we're gonna switch that out for a bunch of grunts and screams and growls. Especially with the overlords. Oh man, you like elephants? No? Well, prepare for air elephants.
Go ahead, Commander. Coordinates received.
Stay here. I'm just gonna repair a couple of the Wraiths that got damaged in that attack, and we'll be good to start our attack run,
Transmit coordinates.
like so.
Transmit coordinates.
As you can see, they can't do anything. They're just like, how? Where are they coming from?
Reporting in.
I rule the skies around here.
Sector locked in. Attack formation. Transmit coordinates.
So yeah, the main buildings you want to go for when you're doing any attack with this strategy or whatever you're going for is anything that produces a unit. So gateways are priority number 1, stargates 2, and then eventually you want to kill the units. Photon cannons you don't have to worry about. Here I focus them just because they're mild annoyances, because they attack our units and they detect them when they're cloaked, which allows the other units to see them. So if I destroy all of these, you can't see me in this region anymore. As you saw, one of the dragoons was ready to fire, and it's like, oh wait, it's gone. It also looks kind of cool when both squads are firing at once. The little annoying thing here is because they have 2 nexus down here at the bottom base and at the top right. Even if you kill all the probes, they might still, the computer I'm pretty sure has unlimited resources, but they can build another probe and start building another nexus over here unless you finish them off. And here I get a little bit cocky. I'm like, you know what? I don't think I need to be cloaked anymore. I can destroy anything you throw at me. So, you know, if you see one dragoon, another dragoon, it's like, oh, okay, you got 2 more, let's go. I'll kill them all. And then 2 more dragoons came out of nowhere. And then another one. And yeah, they eventually start doing some pretty good damage. So we're gonna back off once again and repair until I see this guy, and I'm like, you know what? No, get out of here. So I lose 1 more Wraith there. But yeah, I don't think I would have lost. I think I would have gone positive in that exchange since I have more units. But just in case, we're gonna repair. We're gonna repair our home base, and yeah, this is why you want the missile turret. So here they try to attack us the same way we're attacking them, with air units. And this scout is dead, and then this scout is dead because of the Marines. So yeah, once we're done repairing and we reinforce our rogue squadron, it's time for the final attack run. So this time we're gonna attack the top of the base. We destroy that, and then we cloak. There's no point in wasting energy if they can see us from the get-go. And yeah, here you also want to keep control of your units, because as you saw, if they start targeting whatever they want, they'll just start going everywhere and not really hitting anything. You gotta focus down a lot of the buildings right away with all your units. You can't just let each of them start hitting a random pylon, because then it'll take like ages for one Wraith to kill one pylon while the rest of them are hitting another one. Yeah, gateways down. This time we're gonna take the Nexus up here. And yeah, we've essentially kind of won this mission already. It's just dealing with the dumb, hey, I'm gonna expand over here, now I'm gonna expand over here, that the AI is doing. And here the Zerg is trying to get through our defenses, but nah. SCVs are gonna repair this, and we're gonna destroy that Ultramarine. At this point, I'm like, you know what? I don't think we need cloaking anymore. I think it's fine even if they come at us. So we dropped the cloaking, and now it's just time to wipe everything out. We're sick and tired of these dragoons, so we're going to take out the building that allows them to make dragoons. The cybernetics core right here. You might be thinking, why didn't you focus that in the beginning? You're like, well, in the beginning, they're just going to rebuild it. It'll cut them off like maybe a couple of seconds of dragoons, but they still have a lot throughout the map. So... and yeah, all these photon cannons. That one you can avoid taking any damage if you attack it from the top, because you'll be unpowering it if you destroy the pylon, which means that it doesn't do anything. It's a great thing about Protoss buildings. If they fuck up once and put a lot of buildings in around one pylon, if you take out that single pylon, the rest of the buildings are useless. Because they're not powered. So yeah, here, I'm like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of all these Nexus. So I'm gonna kill all the probes, and then I'm gonna focus the building. A neat little Easter egg is, if you destroy a probe, or any unit, it'll have its death animation, but if it's carrying a mineral or a gas, it'll also have an extra explosion along with it. And here, we're gonna get ready for the little surprise our Zerg friends have for us. We're gonna need more bunkers and more siege tanks, because we want to make this epic. Yeah, here are the zealots, as you see, they just just running through our base, and this vulture was like, whoa, hey! They dropped him all the way to 10 health. And see this missile turret up here that I told you to build? Would work. It's deterring most of the attacks. So yeah, by this point, all that's left is these 3 pylons. We don't really need both squads up here, so I'm just going to send one back home for what's coming. And this one can eventually join us later. Because you don't lose control after this is done. You still get half control. So you can tell the remaining squad to just get up here as soon as possible. Yeah, once that's done, here we go. Big fight with the Zerg.
Receiving incoming transmission.
This is Kerrigan. We've neutralized the Protoss, but there's a wave of Zerg advancing on this position. We need immediate evac.
Belay that order. We're moving out.
What? You're not just gonna leave him?
All ships prepare to move away from Tarsonis on my mark.
Boys? How about that evac?
Damn you, Arcturus. Don't do this.
It's done. Helmsman, signal the fleet and take us out of orbit. Now.
Commander? Jim? What the hell is going on up there?
Oh look, Kerrigan, you're gonna die. And it's this whole scenario is gonna be so impactful. We're gonna see it later on in StarCraft 2 in high definition with 3D models. But yeah, that was New Gettysburg. I could have done it a lot quicker, but hey, it was fun to fly all those Wraiths. And now comes the final mission. This is the end of the Terran campaign in the original StarCraft. Oh boy!